I was speaking of golf. I saw Devontae Adams at the American Century Championship out there in Lake Tahoe. And I saw a bunch of Vikings fans that nonstop were asking me, how is JJ McCarthy going to do? And I know this is no longer your lane. You know, you're professionals. As a matter of fact, the Rams took care of the Vikings in the playoffs last year, as we know. But what's your answer to JJ McCarthy? What an opportunity he has. I mean, he's got the reigning coach of the year, who everybody knows around those parts because O'Connell came from the Rams and McVay's staff. And that's Justin Jefferson there and Jordan Addison there and Aaron Jones there and Hawkinson there. And I could keep going on and on. But the question mark is JJ McCarthy. What can you tell Vikings fans about his abilities?
I mean,
like,
JJ is a very consistent player, athlete. He's very smart. And if we just go back to how he was playing in the preseason, right? I mean, he was playing really well. And I know the Vikings fans were excited to see him, but unfortunately, you know, he had injuries and, everything happens for a reason. He might have needed that year, but I think he's going to be very successful this year. I think he's going to play with that chip on his shoulder just to prove to himself and everyone else, he is who he says he is. And I mean, he has the tools around him to be successful. So, just knowing JJ, knowing how he grinds, knowing, how smart he is and his love for the game, I see a very successful year, for him and his crew.
Okay. And 40 days from now, Team 146 will come out of the tunnel in the big house to take on New Mexico. What do you think? Is Bryce Underwood going to be the starting quarterback? Blake, what do you think?
I would assume so. I don't know if you knew, but I was the honorary head coach of the spring game. And so I had the mic on the sideline. But I got to watch him during the weekend practice. And he had some good completions during the game. But technically he should still be in high school, but he was still out there making throws. Man, he's big, he's strong, he's fast. You could tell how smart he is, and he has a heck of an arm on him. But just watching him in practice, the throws that he was making, top notch, man. Top notch. I assume he's going to be the starter. Obviously, he has to win that position, but I think it's going to be a good year for my Wolverines, and I think we're going to do the last game of the year. We're going for number five this year. This year, Rich.
Listen, Blake, from your mouth to the football god's ears that it's 5 in a row, because it's just so it's what a coat of armor to go out and about into a world in which the Ohio State Buckeyes are national champions, and hearing about it to basically have a retort. Again, they're national champions and they were a stupendous team, but especially here, Jack Sawyer now getting set to play with the Steelers and take his tremendous talents to the NFL. Him basically saying that loss to Michigan sparked us. It's just great, to basically respond. Tell me the last national champion to go undefeated and win their conference. It ain't the ones that currently have the trophy, Blake. It's just great. So
that's right.
5 would be awesome. Right. 5 would be great. But we had Bryce Underwood here in studio. When was this, guys? Like 2 months ago, right? We was here.
In the spring.
And the thing that obviously his size is jarring when you see him in person. But to me, I couldn't believe, my son's 16. I couldn't believe that this guy is only 1 year older than my son at this point in time, right? But the thing was too, I asked him what it's going to be like if he runs out of the tunnel as a starting quarterback. He's like, I've had cameras on me my whole life. You know what I mean? Like he kind of has, obviously the heart will be going if he does start. And
this is the love for the game.
But he just strikes me as like he already, how he was giving LeBron crap for beating Ohio State. You know what I mean? And he seems comfortable in his own skin as a star. Obviously, he's got to play like one. But right. I kind of dug that. Having met him,
I mean, you can feel his aura. You can feel, he walks around with confidence, right? Like he has a little pep in his step, and if I was him, the success he's had, I would too. And I believe, the way he's carrying himself as an early enrollee, now freshman, very mature to be a freshman in college. So I think he'll definitely be a great leader, for the team and be able to carry this team. So my Wolverines, I think they're going to do a great job. And Coach Moore, he's been recruiting Man, they have a heck of a recruiting class. They've been getting them left and right. So we're going to see, man.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show live weekdays from 12 to 3 p.m. Eastern on Roku Sports Channel in the U.S.